No.
Welcome back to Miles Edgeworth. He's returning investigations, prosecutor's path.
If he's dead.
If he's not here today,
He
uh,
busy.
he might be here later. But for now, it's just me, Rob, two Lawrence, and three Alex.
I can't believe there's 2 Lawrences and 3 Alexes.
I fought my way back up to the third billing.
I can't
No,
believe you're in
George.
third place by process of elimination, and we're just gonna Game
No.
of Thrones this entire series.
No George either.
Soon he'll own the channel.
George will come back eventually. And then I'll be
Klingon
happy.
promotions all around.
Alright, it's time to hear Edgeworth.
Oh, look, it's a bunch of random douches.
Come on, man.
10 members are present. The quorum has been met.
What's the quorum?
I think it's the quota.
Let me
From
see.
here on out, let the council begin.
Oh.
Today's deliberation shall be about Miles Edgeworth's aptitude and ability as a prosecutor.
Quorum, the minimum number of members of an assembly or society that must be present at any of its meetings to make proceedings out of that meeting valid.
Yeah.
Let our members discuss this matter with a clear conscience of the goddess of law.
And some kind of clear bowels. I hope you all took a shit for this.
Yeah.
A clear conscience? Don't make me laugh. That's impossible, Edgeworth.
Courtney, please give us your report.
This bitch. That is you.
There you go. On April 5th, Prosecutor Edgeworth carried out an illegal investigation and resisted arrest. Did he?
Did I?
Did he resist?
Did I resist?
I don't know.
Was it? I don't know. Either.
He was arrested by two of our members who caught him in the act, myself and Blaze de Best.
Wait. As if it was yesterday, I didn't resist arrest.
Prosecutor Edgeworth disrupted the investigation of attorney Jill Crane's murder. He claims that the culprit, Kay Faraday, was arrested without sufficient evidence. Even now, his claim remains unchanged.
Tell us more about the murder incident.
On April 5th, the victim's body was found here in the PIC meeting room. Regarding the details,
I forgot what you said the PIC stands for.
I, Sebastian the best prosecutor, will enlighten you.
the prosecutor in charge, Sebastian de Best, will explain the rest of the details.
Alright, time for a nap.
The murder happened on the night of April 4th. The victim was one Jill Crane.
As opposed to Chugil Cranes.
On the same night, a black market auction was being held in this very meeting room.
Hold on a second. Why does that... You see the blue badge it mask? That does not look like it fits the person's head.
It's
Like,
just
it's
a
so-
mask, man. One of
Yeah,
them's
no,
wearing the pink princess helmet.
That's not the problem, Rob. Like, if you look at the big like his head, the head just looks too small for the body it's attached to.
Is that just a smiley face on the
That's
bit of the left there?
Oh yeah, that's
As
the
of
blue badger.
As for the pink princess, her neck looks exceptionally long.
The pink
The
giraffe.
only one who looks normal here is the evil magistrate.
Yeah.
I guess Miss Crane was taking part in the auction. Yup.
I like
The
how you
murder
balance.
occurred in the middle of the auction, did it not?
When Miss Crane was found, she was dressed like the conductor of the auction. However, based on the fact that the auction continued after the murder occurred, I deduced that Miss Crane could not have been the conductor.
He deduced it, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It was me!
You weren't the one who made that action.
Sebastian, please show everyone the basis for the arrest of the culprit.
You got it, Justine. Kay and Faraday was unable to bear the weight of her good conscience.
Kay and Faraday?
And
Kay and Faraday.
I believe you mean her guilty conscience.
bitch.
Yes, it was her guilty conscience that drove her to confess the crime. According to her confession, on the roof of this building, she met a figure in a red raincoat on the viewing platform.
So Crane was wearing a red raincoat.
Yes, that's correct. The culprit used the conductor's clothes as a red herring to mislead us. At the time of the murder, Miss Crane was wearing a red raincoat.
It was I who discovered the raincoat near this building.
He did I'm sure it was the forensics team who found it.
Nope, I'll be.
To be more
Only-
precise, it was the forensics team under Sebastian's orders who
Se-
discovered it.
Sebastian's that one dude in the League of Legends match who goes 0 and 10, still wins, and says,
All
me.
me.
GG, easy. Yeah. I thought as much.
According to the blood analysis, the person in the red raincoat and Miss Crane were the same person. The decisive evidence is the culprit's own confession. She testified that she killed her.
That's not evidence.
That's right. The culprit is Kay and Faraday. It couldn't have been anyone else but her.
It's just like Count and Strahd.
Testimony is evidence, Lawrence.
I don't know. Sounds like a load of fucky to me.
Testimony is a valid form of evidence. And is frequently used.
I still say bullshit. That's fair enough. So.
Well then, Edgeworth, if you have any objections, let's hear them.
So, to be fair, Lawrence, anything that proves the fact that suggests the fact of the matter is evidence. Whether or not the evidence is admissible is a different matter. But testimony is admissible, so therefore it is admissible evidence, and is therefore can be referenced as evidence. If there are, if there's like a trials have been won and lost on testimony alone. So
It's okay. If we keep making these questions, I'll still not long enough for Iffy to get back.
Hey, I'm doing okay.
No, I'm not. You're not doing okay.
he's the mascot. We can't go without it.
I have no objections.
I see. Seems all the fight's gone out of you after your little overnight stay.
I have no objections to your claim that I investigated illegally. I admit to that. However, I object to the claim that Kay is the culprit.
Overruled. I will testify that Sebastian's investigation was fair and just.
I testify that your investigation was very bullshit.
Ha ha ha! Of course it was, Justine. Don't you know that I'm the fairest of them all?
What are you, a Disney villain? A Pixar.
Apparently.
Edgeworth, my boy, despite how things may seem, I actually kinda like you. If, and this is just an if, you see, if you were to withdraw your objection, you might be sitting on this side of the bench tomorrow. I'll ask you one more time, Edgeworth. Do you have any objections?
Don't take me for a fool.
I'd advise you to watch what you say.
This man is the one who just watched what he's saying, and you too. I'm talking about the case, not about a chair. I demand a testimony. By all means, let me hear it. I want to know how the PIC understands this case.
A testimony from us, eh? Fine then, if that's what it takes to make you happy. Courtney, give him the materials from the investigation.
Sir, but that's...
It's the end of the line for you. I'll let him go out in a blaze of glory.
Well, pun intended.
If you insist, Mr. Chairman.
Why don't we have Courtney give the testimony?
BRS. I have no objections, I shout, because I clearly needed to shout this.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Don't worry, Kay. You just watch from over there.
Summary of the case.
And no, not from the chandelier.
Miss Crane went to the black market auction as a customer. The red raincoat was one of the items up for auction. We believe that she left her seat after winning the bid for it. The only exit from the storeroom is the hatch that leads to the viewing platform. Miss Crane went out to the viewing platform, where she was attacked by Kay Faraday. That was how she met her end, and that includes my summary of the case.
The red raincoat was up for auction? Is that a fact? Maybe.
It is quite likely. Yeah, it's possible. It was evidence. The red raincoat had been a piece of evidence in the assassination attempt on the president of Zhengfa, as you well know. Originally, it should have been stored in an appropriate place, but when I asked about it, I learned that it went missing.
And it somehow made its way to the black market auction. Certainly a natural conclusion.
My. Well done, Courtney. Your explanation is as clear as ever. Amazing.
Based the best.
Based the best.
Based
I
the
am much
best.
obliged. Prosecutor Edgeworth, will you concede defeat now?
No, I don't wanna. I mean, I've got to sound cool and edgy. Sorry, I don't plan on it.
I see. I am relieved.
Relieved? What does she mean? Did she drink?
Yeah, it means she doesn't need to go to the bathroom anymore.
Come to think of it, her reason for questioning me yesterday was a mystery. Just what is she thinking? That's the neat part, Edgeworth. She isn't.
Alright. Miss Crane went to the black market auction as a customer. The red raincoat was one of the items up for auction. This is fine. We believe that she left her seat after winning the bid for it. This is irrelevant. The only exit from the storeroom is the hatch that leads to the viewing platform. This is fine. We know this to be true. Went out to the viewing platform where she was attacked by Kay Faraday. This is wrong because we have a picture showing blood on the hand of the culprit, hand of the culprit as they're leaving.
It's true.
If she was attacked
True.
afterwards, that blood would not be there. Bam.
It's true.
Checkmate, bitch.
Madam, do you know this thing I have in my head? You don't have one of those. Would you like to buy one? I am now dealing in. Because they're now dealing in fucking brain transplants, I guess. My brain is not here today. Don't worry about it. Now it's all good. Anyways, Dr. Corney, I have found it to be strange for a while now. Why is Miss Hart here with us?
She is an eyewitness to this case. Isn't it only natural for her to be in attendance?
Aw, shucks. I reckon I'm more of an ear witness than an eyewitness.
It seems that gaining the trust of others isn't your strong point, Judge Courtney.
Perhaps I simply do not wish to be as tactless as you.
It appears you have failed to get the witness to tell you the most vital information. Please look at this photo. This was taken by Miss Hart.
This photo seems to have been taken in the storeroom. And what of it?
According to your reasoning, the incident took place on the viewing platform. However, Miss Hart encountered the incident in the storeroom. That's right! It had been taken just before the photo was taken.
Wait, if that's true, then Justine's reasoning.
Exactly, it does not hold up.
What?
Miss Hart, allow me to ask you again. You saw the person in the photo with your own eyes, correct?
I sure did. I seen them plain as day with my own two eyes.
And what did you think at the time?
I figured I was about to get me a big scoop, you know?
I don't know, what do you want me to say, Rob? I'm just sitting here.
I guess that makes sense.
I've forgotten a hotkey. Hold on.
What, okay?
It's fine. I got it. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. I guess that makes sense.
I guess that makes sense.
That is not what I meant. What do you think of that person?
Huh? Well, I reckon she'd help me bring home the bacon.
Are you mocking me?
No, I just like bacon. Aw, shucks, don't make that scary old face. It was just a harmless little joke. The person in the red raincoat, I reckon they were the culprit.
I hope you understand now. The crime occurred in the
Overruled. Prosecutor
lag.
Edgeworth.
As the game is stuttering.
The game is not actually stuttering. The stream is, though.
Well, that's what I mean, the stream.
Yeah. Prosecutor Edgeworth, I cannot understand your argument if you do not say it out loud.
Then open up your fucking ears!
Technically true.
While the statement is valid, the timing may not be. If you had simply asked, I would have been more than willing to explain.
Explain what?
The sounds Miss Hart heard may not necessarily be related to the case.
You're not related to the case. That is impossible. Enough of your excuses.
Of course she's not related to the case. You have to be impartial if you're presiding over it.
You fuck you. I don't know.
Was the voice that Miss Hart heard really that of Miss Crane?
Ah, Jesus.
Ah! I'm itchy. There we go.
Too much information soon.
Being itchy is too much information?
Yeah, you can get fined for that one.
What?
It's fine.
Such a shady conversation must have had something to do with the case.
What did her voice sound like?
Her voice? Well, it beats me. How was I supposed to know? They were both using voice changers.
Yes, the voices Miss Hart heard had been altered by a device. You must therefore question whether or not they have any bearing on this case.
You are not using your brain again. But you have one.
You need not object just because you wish to sigh.
Judge Courtney, it seems I have greatly overestimated you.
No, Courtney is quite amazing, you see.
You claim that the sound Miss Hart heard had no bearing on this case. Even if they do not, it doesn't change the fact that the crime took place in the storeroom. At the very least, the crime must have occurred before the victim went up to the rooftop. The reason being, we caught her red-handed.
Point it out.
We caught her red-handed. At first I thought the person in the red raincoat was the culprit.
Well, Miss Hart's testimony certainly made it sound that way.
Precisely, it was because she saw that person's hand was covered in blood. Anyone who heard her testimony would have arrived at the same conclusion. The person in the red raincoat was the culprit, and the blood in their hand was the victim's. Now, if the person in the red raincoat was the victim, then the situation changes completely. His blood can be seen in this photo. It must have been taken after the crime occurred. It seems to be under a wrong impression in regards to the victim's condition. The victim
Was still alive after the attack.
The victim was definitely attacked in the storeroom. Immediately afterward, the victim was seen with blood on her hand. That must mean the victim was still alive even after she was attacked. The blood on her hand must have come from her own wound.
No way! Are you saying that she died from a hand injury?
Yes.
Fucking following this in the same way we are, the best?
My dude, have
No.
you not heard this? No, that is not the case. I suspect she held her hand against the wound. It can't be seen in the photo, but at this moment she must have already suffered a fatal wound.
Oh, if that's true, then it changes a lot of things, you know.
It seems you understand. This refutes all the allegations against Kay. Kay encountered the victim after this picture was taken. Objection. I believe at this point in time, the victim was already on the verge of death. It's likely Kate happened to be present when the victim reached the end of her strength.
That is quite the coincidence.
There are no coincidences.
And also truth is stranger than fiction.
Indeed, I can only say that she was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Which is how most people end up getting falsely charged with crimes.
As we all know, true coincidences are rare.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, it seems that you've forgotten a crucial fact.
Yeah, and you seem to have forgotten I care for what you have to say.
Ah, you mean that, right? He must be pretending he hasn't noticed it, you see.
What did you say? Are you implying that I forgot something?
Courtney, I think it's about time you gave him his last rites.
No, that's not until 2 games later, Chief.
Hey, Pop!
3 games,
Just
sorry.
leave with me, you know? Don't order her around like that.
She's
No, you
my
don't
whipping
understand.
girl.
I don't have spiritual energy. Only she can do the dance. You know, even though you're my son, you're so embarrassing.
Papa! I'm not embarrassing.
I'm sorry, but you're both rather embarrassing.
Justine, give Mr. Edgeworth his...
Very well. I shall give him his last rites.
Yes, the
Whatever.
last bacon bite.
Look, alright now, you just said Marty.
I was gonna say
calm
egg
down.
whites, but...
No, it's not Marty, he's not even here yet.
When the body was found, there were 3 wounds in Miss Crane's chest. I'm sure you're well aware what kind of wounds these were, right? Yes, she was stabbed in the heart with the three-pronged candelabra. Is there any person who could survive such an injury? Please take
Me,
a close
actually.
look at the autopsy report. Can you still say the same thing after reading it?
Actually, I
Well done,
survived.
Justine. With this, Mr. Edgeworth will...
I will offer a rebuttal, of course.
Why would you do that? Didn't you hear what Justine just said?
Why are
Actually-
you arguing?
Need to read the autopsy report again.
Okay.
This is Lotta's testimony. What's the This is a key card. Victim's letter.
That's
Where's
what
the
it is.
autopsy report?
Up your
Do we have?
ass.
Do we have an autopsy?
Up your ass!
Oh no, here we go. Autopsy report. Cause of death was wounds to the left chest with a candelabra. Head wound was post-mortem. Burn mark on the victim's hand. Interesting.
Is there a page 2? Is that what that says?
Yes, there is a page 2.
It's just
It's
the...
the picture.
Oh,
picture
it's
of
the
the thing.
picture.
Look at this photograph.
Alright, sorry.
My brain just shut down for a second.
It does that a lot.
You need to stop bullying me. It's not nice.
That's not even a... That's not even
Hmm?
me bullying you.
People in the chat, he's bullying me. Get him.
We're
Of
not
course I did.
streaming.
And I still plan to object it. He's not bullying me. Take it
It's
seriously.
not fair! You're always opposing me at every turn.
It was never my intention to oppose you.
Huh? Really?
It's simply not worth my time.
I see. So that's how it is. Yeah. After all, I'm...
That's enough, you know. You're embarrassing your father, you see.
Papa! What do you mean?
Just
Oh,
go
sick.
straight into the rebuttal. What the fuck?
Anyhow,
Oh god. I'm sure you're well aware what kind of wounds these were, right? Yes, she was stabbed in the heart with the three-pronged candelabra. Right, we have evidence contradicting this because the red raincoat doesn't have any holes in it.
it's true. Where's the holes? The only hole I see is the hole in your logic. Kevin the Best, do you know what this is?
It seems to be a red raincoat. How about it, Courtney?
Is it red? I'm colorblind. I'm kind of guessing here. I need your help.
I mean, it's obvious red's his favorite color. He's not that colorblind.
Oh wait, my favorite. Wait. I thought my favorite color was green.
Wait
a sec.
His coat. The victim, Miss Crane, was wearing this earlier. Prosecutor Edgeworth, must I repeat my explanation to you all over again?
I suppose it just might come to that. Judge Corney, answer me this. This red raincoat was stained with blood. Do you happen to remember where specifically those bloodstains were located?
Of course I do. They were on the hood. Wait, it can't be.
What does this mean?
Judge Corney, were there any other bloodstains behind the one on the hood?
None were detected.
Bitch. Don't you think it's strange? The victim died from a stab wound to the chest. In that case, there should have been bloodstains on the front of the raincoat. How on earth the only blood they found was on the hood? This is a huge contradiction. The wound on the victim's head is no ordinary wound. After all, the victim sustained this wound before she was stabbed in the chest.
It does appear that way, doesn't it? The victim first suffered the head wound. If she'd already been stabbed in the chest, the raincoat would have been stained with blood. Therefore, it's
means-
unthinkable that her chest was stabbed before she suffered the head wound.
But that makes no sense. The head wound was post-mortem.
So the order of the wounds would be first the head, followed by the chest. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we can contradict this. However, does that really change the situation?
With this, a contradiction is born, one that overturns all our assumptions up until now.
Is the change really that great? I look forward to hearing it. Well then, this contradiction, why don't you show it to me? With evidence.
Which piece of evidence shows the contradiction that arises from the order of the wounds?
Autopsy report
The classic autopsy report.
that we are going to
Unbelievable.
update.
This is the autopsy report written by Dr. Young. I wish to update it. according to this...
We need to update the autopsy report, it's wrong.
Rob, you know what else is wrong, funny?
What?
You know, remember what it updated in the original game was that thing was potentially the victim potentially lived for a few more seconds.
Yeah.
I think something similar happens later on. It's like the wound was post-mortem, and I think similar happens in like the later case.
Ah, nice.
The head wound was post-mortem.
But that's not what the raincoat shows.
Exactly, it's the opposite.
Bailiff, hurry and summon Dr. Bonnie Young at once. Until we hear what she has to say, we cannot close the curtains on this case. Alex, you can have this.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Alex, the
Don't
best
trip
police
over
officer.
Don't trip over the skateboard.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Young is a busy person. It will take some time for her to arrive. In the meantime, let us try viewing this case from another angle. There's something that's been on my mind. One of the key figures in this case. The conductor. We still don't know who that person is.
Now that you mention it, even after our investigation, we still have no idea who it is.
The conductor has come up time and time again during this hearing. However, at this point in time, their identity remains a mystery. How about it? Do you have any ideas?
I'm still not sure at the moment. However, there is someone I have in mind. A certain individual involved with this case who might know something about it.
Who's that?
Well, he's the best. I demand your testimony.
What?
1 second, this fire is pretty.
Do you ever like looking at flames?
Also,
Oh, weird,
this flame
yeah.
is special. This flame is special. It's actually pretty green.
Also, I've got a picture of your prosecutor's badge on my shoulder. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool jacket.
Papa! Don't say such a stupid thing. Why would you suspect Papa?
Papa.
Are you trying to cast suspicion towards the chairman of the PIC? Do you understand what that means?
Status and prestige mean nothing before the truth. That man is trying to pin the crime on Kay. The evidence that was in Kay's possession, the ticket stub, the mask, the corsage. These items did not come into her possession out of her own volition. By some method, that man purposely planted them on her personage.
Oh, peas.
It's hard to believe such a sudden accusation. But I'll ask, just in case. Why would he do that?
Obviously, to direct a suspicion towards Kay. I succeeded in drawing out those words from him earlier.
Mr. Chairman, your response?
Are you too shocked to speak?
And what of it? Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, what of it? You say that you drew out some words for me, but you don't have a shred of proof, you know. No one else heard it but you. It just doesn't work like that, you see. Or do you have something else? You know, some kind of basis for your argument?
His confidence. He also showed it a cell. Perfect cell, actually.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I would like you to explain once more. Yeah, so the problem here is that it's hearsay.
Heresy.
Because he's basically, Edgeworth is essentially telling them to open up an entire line of questioning based on something that he and only he heard. That's
Not
unfortunately
with the tape recorder up his ass that he had the entire time.
that he smuggled in.
Yep. Yeah.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I would like you to explain once more. I trust we have your permission, Mr. Chairman. Give me 1 sec to just reduce the gain on this mic, because I might be a bit too loud. There we go.
He's reducing his game. He's got no game, ladies and gentlemen.
Gain. Like decibel gain. Fuck's sake.
He's got no game, ladies and gentlemen.
I
got no
trust we
gains.
have your permission, Mr. Chairman.
He has no gains.
But of course, I'm pretty interested in this matter myself, you know. I'd like to know just what part of me seems criminal to Edgeworth. There's
I
no
know.
one as honest as I am, you see.
I mean, you've been committing arson this entire time. How can you say it with a straight face?
I am completely honest. I say
I
to
also-
all of my
I also-
burned evidence.
I also can't see. The water's starting to stain my eyes. Let's start from the top. The fact that the auction was held in this room is here cause of suspicion. This is the PIC meeting room. I imagine it would be difficult for non-members to enter.
That's why. All the members have keycards, you know.
I think we can assume multiple auctions have been held here before. Therefore, suspecting a member of the PIC would be...
The best.
I can't believe you did something. Yes, because the conductor had to have been a PIC member.
Wait, no!
What's that all about?
What do I do, Papa? I just helped the enemy.
Sebastian really is an idiot, you know. But you see,
Papa,
Edgeworth,
no!
I'm not the only one with access, you know.
Indeed, there are 11 members in the PIC. Even if we rule out the victim, Miss Crane, there are still 10 potential suspects.
But me? But it couldn't be the chairman, right?
Alex?
Yes, but whoever it is should just come forward. Anyone got medical bay?
Yes, everyone, just calm down, you know. Edgeworth, is that all you got? Where's the evidence to suspect me? Oh, so you've fallen silent. But you've gone too far, you see. I won't forgive you anymore. It's too late for regrets, you know. I'm a very important man, you see. Former chief prosecutor and chairman of the PIC. It's fine if you're not prepared to face the fire, you know. 'Cause you see...
I burn the evidence again.
Either way, it won't make any difference.
Oh shit.
Another fight.
'Cause I'm gonna bully you.
Hey, what the fuck?
You've been rambling on for quite a while about the most trivial details, you know. Like the location of the murder, the order of the wounds, and what else was there? It just doesn't matter, you know. 'Cause you see, none of that means anything, you know? That's a tautology, but fuck it. Think about it. We've got the suspect herself saying she killed the victim. That's all that matters, you see. She'll even get a light sentence with a confession, you know? Now then, if there are any contradictions, be my guest.
How can that be considered a testimony? There must be a contradiction somewhere. Is it not one of those Pressel bollocks?
Maybe. No, it's not.
That person. He's very important, isn't he? Mr. Edgeworth, it's alright. Let's just give up.
No.
Surely I must have killed her. I can even remember it.
You can't remember shit, lady. Don't be timed down by your muddled memories. If you want to believe in something,
You just have to burn it?
believe in your own innocence. Believe in me who believes in... That's cringe.
Good God!
Yes, Edgeworth. I knew you were a Kamina fan the moment I laid eyes on you.
Believe in the
you
me who believes in you.
You should believe in the judgment of the Oratrice Mechanique when he's coming out.
What?
Oh shit. I can't believe that meme. Oh no.
It's
Cool.
coming, Rob.
The goddess of law could just be retranslated to the... Or
The
it's
Oratrice
like then at least cut it out.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You knew it was gonna appear in this series eventually.
Damn it. Ugh.
My opponent is the PIC chairwoman. Chairwoman? Shit, I can't believe he gender bends himself.
He just grows
Taking
a
her
pair of
down won't be easy, however.
You talking about my mama?
She has underestimated me if I can take advantage of that.
It's just we're playing a different version of the game. Arvin only has one parent in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
If you take out real from that sentence, you'll get but.
Okay, location of the murder, order the wounds, and what else was there? Just doesn't matter, you know, because you see, none of that means anything, you know? Right. Think about it, we've got the suspect herself saying that this is the only relevant thing that he said.
It may be true she confessed, however that does not make it the truth. She is suffering from memory loss, so we must question the credibility of her testimony.
Objection! Even if you say that, you know, it still won't solve anything. What good will it do to deny her confession? It sounds like nonsense to me. Want to try asking her again? I think she'll just say that she's the murderer again, though.
Very well, let's try asking her again one last time. I'd like to hear from Kay herself, whether or not she is the culprit.
Huh? From me?
Will that be alright? If this goes poorly, it will be quite unfavorable for you.
I do not mind, however, I shall ask Kay the question myself.
I'm moved to tears, you know? Oh, how touching, you know? Very touching. Fine then, I'll let you ask her. However, I have one condition. If all this proves to be a waste of time, then that will be the end of it. How's that sound?
The end of the hearing?
Yes, yes, seems you can be smart once in a while, Sebastian. In other words, you see, if she confesses again, Kay Faraday will be found beyond a shadow of a doubt guilty. Yep, it's a fine idea.
Guilty beyond the shadow of a doubt?
Yeah, that's right.
That's harsh, but either way, if I do nothing, she'll be declared guilty. Hey!
Yes?
I know what I'm asking of you is unreasonable, but please, I want you to answer me. It does not matter how tiny it is. Do you remember anything? Anything that would prove your innocence?
Why? Why would you go that far? For me? I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm too scared to remember. Because I might have done something even worse.
Worse than murder?
I mean, there are a couple things that can potentially be worse than murder, but let's not go into those.
Like cyberbullying, you know. other stuff.
Cyberbullying? I was gonna say human
Cyber-
trafficking, but
Okay, my
Whoa.
guy. Okay, I was trying to be a little, you know, a little nice here, but
I
we
can't
went there.
believe she committed
I
genocide.
can't
by
believe
just falling off
Koi
the
has
roof.
been organ trafficking this entire time and didn't remember.
What's she been playing? Power World.
Jesus,
Download Power World on Steam.
man. No.
We must
Alright.
take down the Pokemon tyranny.
Speaking of which, I need to actually cut off the video here. We'll see you guys next time on Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigations, Prosecutor's Path.
And on Power World.
For fuck's sake.
No.